Quick on file chaser. File chaser, also cop out, but file chaser. So this is a guidance. Also, there's an option where you could keep it on, or if you speak to the judge beforehand, to let you record for educational purposes. So this is because file chaser is mainly on focused on pro se, people that are handling their case themselves. Although it has the options where specialized lawyers are there for you to choose from. So being that is more of a pro se, you don't see it out there. You don't see it where how procedures need to be taken, like how in court the language of court is, how the certain documents are being taken. All this makes or breaks your case. It could either make or break your case if you don't present it right, if you don't have the right things. It could stall it. It just brings a lot of confusion into court, even for the judge to make a ruling, or even lawyers to get from either side to make a solution for it. So being that you don't have anything but for a lawyer that goes to school, he studies, he gets his master's and everything, he got it all. But to speak to a lawyer is like, it costs money. Sometimes either the person pro se don't have the money, or either that they need to take a different measure on certain cases. So this is why I created a file chaser to guide you through these procedures that you can, on your own, take and make it easier for now the court procedures to flow in the court languages and the court procedures. This is going to help significantly people learning, so they could take confidence and take notes of the way to present and conduct themselves in court. And a lot of things is this will also keep everybody around you, because it listens through. Now, if the judge does not agree, but the app itself guides you no matter what, in or out of court. It guides you through. It lets you, it listens. If any lawyer, any judges is not conducting themselves in a lawful way, it tells you what that action is, that illegal action is. It tells you what laws and how to go about it to go in court right there and then. And if you have to take legal actions towards something that happened to you in court, or something with a lawyer or court, then you can have all this information that is accurate, 100% accurate. It's gonna go by the book. So I protect people so the outcome could be beneficiary, and you could get a righteous relief without the things in the middle that will really like there's lawyers that are like bad mechanics. The issue, they say they're gonna fix the issue, but then there's other issues. There's lawyers that will drain you out, and by the time you win, you don't have nothing to even be you don't have nothing to hold for. You have nothing to call for. They take all your ends, and you know what? It's not a case. It's not a satisfied case. So to eliminate a lot of these, unfortunately, things that happen on a daily, this is gonna also make the bad mechanic lawyers like not even be around. It can't. The file chaser eliminates, because that's the whole reason why we don't need certain practices out there. It's not gonna help. It's unlawful. they take advantage of that. They study certain things and they feel they have you have a privilege because you study, but not to take advantage of it. You feel what I'm saying? So what's going to happen to all of these lawyers taking advantage of it, trying to milk whatever they got? They're also like, when you see these lawyers in court, all of them, I've seen all of them, like, and you know how I am, like I have senses everywhere. So all of them, they all act in a certain, like, they go through a certain, like, whatever the judge is going, like, they go a certain, like, a way, like, in a box to benefit from them. Like, they ain't looking at the case individually, uniquely. They're going in there with the same routine, with the same process, following certain things, and not even fighting for things that you see that even the judge or the other side are wrong for. They ain't even there. They ain't there for that. So to get rid of all this type of malpractice and in the law, then it's like, you know what? We need to educate each other. We need to have guidance. So these things could be preventable. So I have that. That's why I made this for. Now, what that does is that then all these mechanic lawyers, people are not going to want. Would you want one? Exactly. So it will put all the good expert ones, because I'm about better. I go with better is. So it's going to leave all the good ones, all the good lawyers out there for you to pick from. And it's going to have you're going to see all these lawyers just that you don't really need, that are not a beneficiary. So between my app, where you can forget about all these lawyers that are not going to handle your case right, they could all say all this thing about it to lure you to them. That's what they're going to do. They're going to tell you anything they want to tell you against me and my app, although it will be contradicting because I have everything in the app that they know. But the only thing is that I have more than what they know, because what they know is that they're not practicing the right way. They're taking advantage. No, my app doesn't do that. So because my app automatically doesn't do that and will pinpoint whatever you do and whatever you say to my client, to the app goers, and will fine line put it in a file in court the next day, ready for you. Then you know what? None of these people are going to want to practice. And then the good lawyers that actually went to school, and they're not mechanical, just in a box. They there to make it happen. I appreciate that. I go for that. This app was going to help take all these lawyers that ain't worth your life or your money. Because this is what is on the line and your freedom. Ain't worth none of that. To people that are going to protect your rights, your freedom, your money, yourself. That's what you need. So all these lawyers that actually, they know, they see all the mechanic lawyers. They see them in court all the time. They see how it is. Because I've seen it all. So they're going to be happy for this app. The ones that are not going to be happy for this app, guess what? Lazy. Push buttons. Push buttons, lazy. We ain't here for that. We're here for the better. This is our lives. This is our assets. This is everything that we put on in the line. For you to take advantage? No. So I got a good app for that. The cop out, also. The cop out, as soon as anything that the cop says wrong or does is noted, as soon as it does, and it's already put it on file, ready to file case on them before they could even leave. Before they leave the interaction. And hopefully it also detects, it also sees the movement and detects any abuse. It contacts superiors on top of superiors, higher. And it sends them an alert and all. I'm hoping that on the mix of all of this, It prevent they get that notice real quick because it's going to be put out there, and it could prevent somebody from being brutally killed unlawfully by a cop or wrongfully arrested or misconduct when they interacting with a cop coming into somebody's life, where they don't have to feel like unsecure, like they don't know what laws they could rely on or protect themselves from unlawful cops that are going to take advantage of you. And that's also life and death, money and all.